Hello. Hi, beautiful souls. Hello, TikTok. Hello, YouTube. I hope you guys are doing super well. We are here again. Happy Friday. It is Friday. I'm feeling so good. I'm really ready for the weekend. So many amazing plans for this weekend, and I hope you guys are doing the same. Oh my gosh, it's just like I can't believe the weekend's here. It's insane. I'm looking for while you guys are talking. While I'm talking to you guys, sorry. I'm looking for my lighter so I can put on my candle while I talk to you guys because I just feel like it sets the mood. It sets the mood. Lizzie, yes, I'm so happy. Please, guys, share with me your manifestation successes. DM me because I would love to feature you guys on the next video. I haven't done a Monday manifestation in so long where I share successes. So Lizzie, congrats. Sending you love and light on TikTok. Hello, guys, on YouTube too. So yeah, today I started a little bit earlier. I usually start the lives with you guys at 1 p.m., but today is Friday. I'm feeling refreshed after like my nice bath/shower ritual. And today was like a big proper like morning ritual, like work on myself. So I was like, let's go on here. Let's do some questions for you guys. Let's do some Q&As and just get to know and just see how you guys are feeling. Cause you know, today's Friday. It's insane. Today is Friday. Like, where did the time go? I don't even know. I truly don't know. So if you have any questions about manifestation, law of attraction, please let me know on YouTube, or you guys can jump on YouTube as well. I will be doing, what is it called? Super chat, pull a card. So donate what you wish. I also do private card spreads and readings. So for anyone who's interested in a card reading next week, as per usual, you can DM me on Instagram and I will do a card reading for you. So yeah, that's basically what's happening today. Q&As, card pulls, that's basically it. That's the day. But yeah, I'd love to know, how's everyone feeling? Lizzie, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so happy to hear that. Makes my heart melt to hear that, you know, your manifestation has been working. Today's video at 2:30 p.m. is how to manifest, but specifically technical on how to manifest. I'm going to be sharing 7 manifestation techniques and steps that everyone should be doing that I feel like, based on the messages and the comments I've been getting on the YouTube channel, there are certain steps that maybe a couple or a few of you guys have, not been adding into your manifestation as far as the methods, the scripting, the setting intention, affirmations, and just explaining why each step is so important. So it's a very quick video. It's super simple. And I just thought, you know, why not talk about how really is manifestation work along with, you know, law of attraction step by step. And then if any of you guys ever have problems with it, you can always go back to it and refer back to that same thing. So super exciting. I can't wait. Do you guys have any questions? Feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Don't be shy. I'm like, let's chat. Today on Sunday, I might actually get a extra video this week for you guys on Sunday because there are 2 topics that I didn't really get to talk about this week with you and that was requested on our live. So I think I might end up doing an extra video on Sunday, which I'm super excited for. So if I do that, I'll probably film it tomorrow before I do some work myself, my behind the scenes shadow work myself. So super excited. So how's everyone doing? Everyone's a little quiet. How is everyone feeling? I know it's a little bit earlier. I know people are just like, ooh, live. That's much earlier than I expected. So I bought a journal for manifesting, but how consistent do I need to write? So personally with scripting, and I mentioned this before in yesterday or 2 days ago video, I script every single like second day basically, or whenever I feel like I'm feeling doubt about my manifestation, I will script. But in all intentional and like perspective, my favorite way of manifesting every day is meditating, because I'm able to release and bring in what I manifest. Plus I get to connect with universe, my guides, and really raise my vibration all in one practice. It allows you to understand how to meditate throughout your day. So journaling with your manifesting, the intention of having a manifestation journal is to track your manifestations to see if it's working, to see what you need to shift or change if you're doing a manifestation method, or what manifestation methods are working for you, to also understand if there's any shadow work or healing or energy work that you need to do. I know some people that end up doing manifestations and they're like, why isn't my manifestation happening? So then if you have a journal, you can go back to it and find out why exactly is your manifestation not coming into fruition. So I find it's super imperative to have a manifestation journal or a journal of some sort where you can manifest, because it really allows you to become a better manifester and to be more intentional with manifesting as well, which is a huge thing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Great question, Lizzie. Yeah, it's just, manifesting is such an art. It's not just like you do one method and that's it. You have to practice it. You have to keep applying it to your everyday life. You need to keep putting in the work. And I think the most effective things that really impact the ability to manifest is your morning routine as well as your night routine. Because your morning is when you're first waking up, so you're putting intention in your day, and your night routine is really important because at night, this is when you're really connecting and allowing yourself to remember the last thing you thought about, which is why I always tell people to raise your vibration and prepare it for the next morning. Bringing gratitude at night before you sleep is one of the most powerful ways to become a better manifester, and just be more intentional with your intentions as well. Can I manifest someone to feel guilt or will bring bad karma? So obviously, I always tell people, like, your intention is so important, right? Why would you want to give someone bad karma? Like, that to me tells me a lot about you and your shadow work that you have to do, right? And I'll be blunt, like, for a lot of people who always say, oh, how do I do this for this person, or for them to learn the lesson from an experience? Well, that to me shows a lot about the individual or the soul, right? So instead of putting out that intention, and I think more and more, because I am an energy healing, hey Mark, I've noticed the importance of making sure that I'm not out to get people based on what they've done to me, because that will karmically come back to you, right? So for those who have those intentions, by all means, free will, but with the laws of universe and just scientifically, then those things will catch up with people. That's why you see a lot of people who maybe they get away with a lot of stuff, or they have intention that is more malice, and in doing so, they end up actually not being able to, they end up going through hiccups, through successes, things catch up to them. Hey, Miri, those things all come up. So I always tell people, when it comes to karma, and I do want to do a video on this, because karma is more than what you might know. There's different types of karma. There's different types of things that you should know about karma, right? And definitions. So I think when you talk about karma, that's a very broad topic. But I do believe that it's important for us to understand the power of karma, and how we're able to bring good things, even when we feel like the person has betrayed us, has caused a bad experience, anger, emotion. How can we heal those things? How can we push through them? I think that's super important. Do you always have to have a good mindset when you are doing the 369 method? So if you aren't in a good mindset, before I even do any manifestation technique, before I script, before I do the 333, 555, 369, I always give myself 5 minutes to release. And I'm going to do the releasing. I'm going to do a video on the releasing treasure chest manifestation technique, where it allows you to let go of anything that you're holding on, like a burden, emotions, negativity, depression, anxiety. And it's a very effective technique that I use all the time. And I talk about this again in my video 2 videos ago, where I mentioned about like how to manifest something and anything, like how to manifest things into your life. One of the things I do talk about is using the sense of releasing, and how I release when I go take a shower. I use water element to release, to cleanse, and not only just on full moon and new moon times, but consistently on a daily basis. Mark, you are not responsible for how people treat you, but you are responsible for how you treat others and yourself, 100%. And that's like, in a short snippet, a part of karma. It's like, even though someone ended up cheating on you, does that mean that you decide to hold that anger and create that karma to cheat on the next person? No, right? Or even though someone got you mad or ended up, just crossing you the wrong way, do you go back and give them that karma back and say, this is what you deserve? No. So that's part of the motion of manifestation, but also being conscious with every decision that we create. And it's not easy. Like, if you were to tell me 8 years ago, when I went through the traumatic experience, that I had to forgive the person who did that to me, I would be like, whoa, like, no, that's not going to happen. I can't do that. Like, no, that's just not going to happen. And then now I look at it as an opportunity. Hey, DCT, and hey, Truth. Hey, IT. So I just feel like there's been so many things that I've noticed. And keep in mind, guys, like right now, there's the Leo energy, right? So we're feeling a little bit more fiery. We're a little bit more sensitive about emotions. We're a little bit more vocal about things. We're really starting to see this like outbringing of people just giving it to it, and you need to be mindful of response and reaction, which I talk about quite a bit. The difference between responding to something intentionally and reacting out of an emotion that doesn't necessarily come from a space of true authenticity, if that makes sense. So I truly want you guys to understand that, we're totally responsible for our actions, for our perspectives, for our manifestations, for the way that they turn out based on the energy and the quantum that we have. And I do want to talk about quantum physics a little bit more going forward in some videos, because it'll really give you guys like a idea of like what all of this is about. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, Mark. Has anyone come to you that their manifestation has worked? Yes. Lizzie just did hers that she shared. I've had a lot of you guys sharing your manifestation. You can check out my manifestation Mondays, as well as like go through the comments. Like, people come back, our community comes back saying, and I love you guys for that, hey, I just manifested this, because then it helps other people see what you've manifested, and that can raise that vibration for that person too, because they get excited for their own to come true as well. So I love that. I think that's so, so amazing. Same here. I'm going through an awakening, and I've learned a lot from the bad experience and learned to forgive. Yeah. And I want to kind of talk about soul karma too. This is something that not a lot of people share about, but I want to talk about that. So as souls going through this human experience, each and every single one of us have karmic lessons that we have a choice out of free will to learn about. So a great example is maybe learning about finances and money. That's one of the biggest karmic lessons that a lot of people tend to have. Relationships, why you keep having fallouts of relationships or having a hard time finding a soulmate, which I actually had a reading yesterday about that. And it's funny that this like came through, but understanding that every single thing that we create, every single thing that we have in our life is a part of our experience right now, but also a part of our ancestral experiences and our soul patterns. And I've learned this a lot, because even tapping into past regression and deepening my soul, which I've been doing, as much as I do shadow work for you guys, I'm a big believer as a healer, as an energy healer, as a mentor, that I have to do my own work to expand so I can give you more resources, right? And more content and more videos and all that stuff. So one of the things I always share with you, if you're putting out more in your job, in your relationships, you're going to find out more understanding of your soul purpose. And soul purpose means, yes, what you're meant to do in your life, but also like what you're meant to learn in this lifetime. And I've had so many things that I've been reflecting on that have happened again and again, because the universe has given me the opportunity. And I wanted to ask you guys, is there an event or a certain emotion that keeps coming up for you through this awakening of your conscious higher self that is just an understanding and a deeper understanding of, man, wait, like 2020 has really taught me that I have to break through this pattern, or has taught me that this is my true power within myself? So I'd love to share and hear you guys. I'm just reading some of the comments you guys have. So we are all marrying 100%. Yeah, that's the beauty of it. So even when you guys come on here, I've noticed that if someone's seeing an angel number, then other people will say, me too, me too. So it's like adding that vibration in our soul family here, where we can really empower one another. We can really learn from our lessons. We can say, see, this is the best way of kind of explaining it. Try to see what you can learn from a person or a thing or an experience every time you encounter one. So whether it's a good, a bad, a loving, whatever emotional triggers that you get from that, ask yourself, what is it teaching me about my true soul self? What is it teaching me about my manifestations? What is it teaching me about how my thoughts are truly creating my perspective on an every second daily basis? How can I shift that energy, or how can I be grateful for this energy that has come within my life? Once we figure out that, we truly are powerful beings and we can understand the power within ourselves through that energy as well. So I think that's just so beautiful. Every soul needs to grow and awake spiritually, and it's possible to only go through suffering and forgiving other people who will appear in your next lives until you have learned to forgive them. 100% truth teller. I love your name, by the way. So I feel like this is something that, again, I mentioned over and over again. And some of us have certain number of years. So if you guys have done a birth chart, I would really suggest doing it. I'm going deeper in my birth chart coming up. And the reason why is because we have our sun and our moon sign with astrology, right? But we also have our birth chart, which talks about our 5th house or 12th house, how we react in Venus, how we react in Saturn, other planets as well, right? And that can really tell us certain years what we need to focus on in order for us to have our soul lessons, but also for us to manifest and have the abundance in our life that we're truly trying to create. It's almost like a roadmap. If someone were to give you a map of a treasure chest, this is your birth chart. Your birth chart is before our souls go into this human experience, we have certain things that we're meant to experience, certain things that we're meant to go through, even before we start to even breathe into this world, right? So one of the biggest things I always say is it's always, manifestation means free of will. We're of free of will to manifest an ex or a person, right? But at the end of the day, you always have to understand that it's also our free of will to accept those challenges of forgiveness and to release ourselves from that suffering if we do have those experiences, so we can make more room in our life for manifestations, for attracting things in our life, and to be more gratitude and to just simply be, to be and to be. And I just think that's so amazing. We need to understand that that's a better understanding of what a spiritual awakening is. What's the steps of it? How do we get closer every time we hit one? What are the lessons we're getting? Understanding our future and whether it's readings and stuff. This is all driven by our birth chart, our patterns that we're meant to live into this life and experience and explore. I just have to let go and worry, trust and faith. Yeah, 100%. Worrying is an opportunity for you to learn too, right? If you're worrying about something, that tells you you're coming from a space of fear. So asking yourself, what are you scared of? And honoring that emotion, because if you don't know where it's coming from, then it will continue to manifest, right? It's almost like having a leak in your basement and you notice that there's water on the ground, but you don't know where it's coming from. So you need to find out where the root of the problem is. And those roots of the problems could be limiting beliefs, could be past experiences, but you need to heal and not only just patch it, but actually go in and fix the tap, right? So it's the same thing. That's how I see, deeper work. That's how I see when we get into those into spirituality in general or manifestation. It's all about understanding the root of the cause and what we can learn and the different perspectives that we can shift our mind to truly understand from all areas and at every point. And that comes with practice, right? Do you know Neville Goddard's teaching? Yes, I love him. He's amazing. I love his videos. He's, amazing. Love it. Oh, thank you so much, Diamond. Yeah, I just feel and this is another thing too. I want to ask you guys, what is one intention or what's the next step for you in your spiritual journey? Yes, you've been manifesting. Yes, you've been attracting. Yes, you've been meditating. You've been putting all these practices. But intuitively, if I were to ask you, what is the next thing that you need to focus on? What would that be? What would that look like? I'd love for you guys to share that. And also, if you have any other questions or thoughts, feel free to share. I'm just flowing with the energy. I'm flowing with your energy and what you guys want and feel energetically. But yeah, I find it's just so beautiful that we're able to, like you said, mirror one another and also learn from every opportunity. So again, like the thing about too, I want to mention a little bit about beliefs in religion because I've gotten a lot of people from different religions. And one of the things I always say is with manifestation, it's always based on your religion, right? And that's what allows us to come so close, where regardless of where our true core beliefs are, we can all learn from manifestation. It's all based on your energy, your beliefs, your morals, which I think is so nice. So just want to share that with you guys because I have been having some people are like, oh, is this like against my religion? Or what is manifestation and how does it align with my religion? It is a concept of which that follows your beliefs. It doesn't go against it, it follows your beliefs. Yeah, a nicer house is amazing. I need to work on staying consistent in meditation and maintaining a higher vibration all day. I love that. I noticed some mental diets started to be part of my normal routine and the way that living less fights and more peace and love. I love that. Yeah, it's like bringing in, and that's another thing too. I think a lot of you guys are going through kind of an awakening of understanding that things are still not, I don't want to say sustainable, but aren't predictable of what we're going through right now as we purge energy. And in doing that, because we've released so much, a lot of you are having a kind of a misdirection of what your purpose is, a misdirection of when things are going to be normal again, right? So I always say that, and I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to September because, like I said, I have this big surprise for you guys in September. But it's going to allow you to deepen that connection, and this content's going to really help you with that. So I think that's super important. Meditation is definitely great. You can also meditate not in the traditional way of sitting down, closing your eyes. Meditation comes every day, right? So I can say right now I'm meditating, right? Because I'm being, but I'm also breathing. I'm with breath. I'm speaking to you. I'm kind of focusing on the now based on what I'm seeing, what I'm connecting with, right? So a great question to ask yourself is, how do you meditate every single day? How do you connect with just the state of being every day? Not just like in your morning when you do your rituals, which is the start of it, is the start in tapping into that energy. But how do I do that all the time? How do I consistently do that all the time? And I think this is a fair question to ask yourself, especially as we're conscious beings expanding, right? So I think that's super important. Did you guys have any other questions about manifestation, law of attraction, expansion? If any of you want a card pull, you can donate to the super chat as well on YouTube. Anything you feel called to, I will pull a card for you or answer a question. Well, thanks so much. Yeah, I love doing these lives. It's a great opportunity for me to connect with you, but also to share downloads that I might not necessarily get to share just with the videos. And while they're fresh in my mind, I'm like, oh, awesome, I get to share that. And I have so much amazing things to kind of expand you guys next week, which I'm so excited for. So get prepared. Get prepared, guys. Ooh. Sorry. Did anyone else have a question? Or even thoughts on things that we've mentioned so far? Ooh, sorry, I'm just putting on my sage. Forgot to. Questions. I have a question on manifestation. What is one thing that you guys have manifested this week? I'd like to hear from you guys. Please share in the comment section. For me, well, for you guys, I've recently done a video yesterday that was not planned, but I manifested 10,000 subscribers, which I'm so grateful for. I'm truly grateful. It's something that I knew was coming, but I got confirmation from our guides exactly when and how that would occur. So I will say that is probably one of my biggest ones. Another thing that I manifested this week was the surprise I'm going to be sharing with you guys. I manifested an amazing meal. Hey, Blanca. I've manifested, what else? What else did you guys manifest? an amazing meditation. I manifested an awesome week in just what I do in my job. I manifested amazing energy healings. I've manifested a lot of things this week, and I'm so grateful. How do I know if my guides are going to tell me something? Great question. Your guides have different ways of connecting. So for me, you guys can't see it, but usually when I'm talking to you, I sometimes have a candle lit. And the reason why is because it's a representation of my guides. So I know based on the energy of talking to you what I should speak about, what I should talk about, if they're near. So elements is a great way. So like the wind or the sun or moon, connecting more with earth is a very great way of connecting to your guides. Angel numbers, which you guys know, I talk about that a lot on my YouTube channel, different angel numbers and their meanings and how those numerologies can connect with energy. So how that works is when you see numbers 111, 222, your thoughts are really connecting and sending it to universe. And in doing so, their way of connecting to you and sending you a message is through numbers, right? And those numbers hold energies. So for example, if you're thinking about, starting a new business and then all of a sudden you see 1111, well, that's an indication that, new beginnings are coming and you're probably thinking about that and you're manifesting it, right? So that's an example. So that's one way. Another great way is if sometimes your guides and angels will bring messengers. What that means is it could be a stranger or someone that you know that just says something that resonates with you or connects with you and you just get the message. So for example, I was asking universe for a question for something. And then later I was on a voice memo with my friend and I told her about a situation that I was just kind of feeling a little bit disheartened about. And she told me something that just totally clicked for me. I was like, oh, that's what my guides wanted me to know. Like they sent her to tell me exactly. Another great way that your guides are supporting is you end up meeting the right people or certain things leave your life in order for the new things to come in. Sometimes you can actually feel things such as like temperature changes. You can see things. I'm getting, that ability to do that. Everyone can tap into that. There's so many ways that your guides and angels can communicate with you. I actually have a video on 6 signs that your manifestation is coming and what your guides are telling you. So if you want to check out that video, it's very helpful. Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm so relaxed. I did a meditation today at Theta Wave, and I'm just feeling very here, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm just so relaxed. I'm so enjoying this state of being. Does anyone else have any other questions? Don't be shy, or things that you would like to share for perspective. Again, don't be shy. I'm always here to support that. Guides and angels are great because they actually communicate with you more and more the more open that you are to communicating with them. So I know some people who meditate, but they don't actually speak to their guides, right? And in doing that, they're not taking advantage of opening that door of communication. So they will only connect with you if you want to know that they're there, if you want to know that they're supporting you. That's the only way that they will connect with you will be. So your will to let them come through, right? And that's something that I always tell people. If you want to connect to your angels, you're like, why isn't it working? Because you haven't allowed them to know or communicate with them that you want them to be part of that, right? So I think that's super important. Any other questions? Thanks for that question, Mary. That's a beautiful question. Love it. So I have a few other things that I want to share with you guys, but I'm going to, 1 second. I want to make sure that I have it all here. Does anyone have any interesting things that have happened or realizations after the new moon? Any things that have occurred during the new moon or even just before? For me, I've gotten a lot of confirmation that certain business things are happening, certain work things are happening, and also confirmation of healthy relationships and old ones leaving. I manifested a job this week. So grateful. That's amazing, Diamond. That's awesome. And how did you manifest that? Like some people, they like scripting. I'd love to know how you ended up manifesting this. Oh, I'm so happy, Mary, that you liked it. Yeah, I feel like that was a very guided, reading for you. For anyone who's had a card reading with me, I love doing them because I truly see the difference. And the thing is when you do a card reading, I always want to tell you guys that card readings are an ability to show you where you're going based on your energy and what is foreseen. However, certain cards will tell you that you can change that. You can definitely change that perspective. Sometimes I did some readings where people didn't get the answers they wanted. But now that you know that information from source, from spirit, now you can be like, okay, this is what I need to change. This is what I need to do. And I always guide you to do that. If any of you guys are interested in a card reading, you can DM me on Instagram for next week. I do them for 30 minutes via Zoom. So just a heads up for you guys. 888 is a sign of abundance. That's a very powerful, powerful angel number for abundance, not only financially or like work, but also just abundant and emotionally peaceful, like whatever ways that you're putting that intention out there. So that's really showing Diamond that, that job was coming your way if you started seeing it before or after, right? That's what I always tell people. Sometimes the angel number is a warning sign or even telling you that you're holding your energy towards that intention, which is so exciting. I find it's amazing. Anyone else have a story they would like to share or anything they would like to share? Feel free. Anyone? Okay, so I'm going to do a collective card reading, and then if anyone wants a card being pulled, you can go TikTok. You guys can go on YouTube, Chica, and join the live and donate what you feel called to. Ask a question and or just get a card of the day. Excuse me. And then yeah, I'm super excited. So that's awesome. You've been seeing a lot of, I love that. 1, 2, 3. I actually talked to Mary about that. I'll explain that in a second. I'm just going to tap into do cards for you guys. Okay, so the cards for the day that I pulled out is the long home of belonging of a light worker. So this is for a lot of you guys who are serving, whether you're a mother, a teacher, someone in a space of leadership. How are you not belonging with the vibration of, kind of falling into what you truly want to do? I think it resonated a lot with some of you saying that you felt lost in your journey. So you might be feeling lonely right now, whether it is lack of a soulmate, perhaps you don't have the job that you want, you're feeling a little bit lost within yourself, you're going through the process of integration from spiritual awakening. Here's just asking you that you're longing for home, you want something stable, right? So a great way of doing that is just really grounding your energy in the root chakra, but understanding like what is making you feel lonely, what is making you feel emotionally detached. The crumbling aligns so perfectly with this card. So what are you holding on to right now? Now that we're going into this new page and phase into our 2020 after a very intense and energetically active year, and we continue to for the rest of the year, how are you clinging on to stuff? So maybe clinging on to some traumas, emotions, revenge, anger. Are you clinging on to experiences? Are you clinging on to the fact that you are feeling lost, and that is your reality, you know, not changing your perspective and energy. I always say that we can only gain whatever we feel that we can receive, or whatever we feel that is true in our reality. You can always shift that by shifting your energy, and that is all about vibrational shift. The other thing is Sisterhood of a Rose. So just having devotion to learn about why you're feeling lonely, having devotion to learn about new things. I think going into this phase of new manifestations, being open to learn and be the teacher, but also be the student, right? For some of you, it's time to lead. And for others, it's time to sit back and listen and just kind of be guided to what you need to do next. And in doing that, you're going to feel a little less lonely, but you're also going to be able to change your perception. You're going to be able to learn some new things along the way. And then in doing that, you're going to just expand at such a faster rate, which I think is so important. See what else universe wants to share with you. So empaths. This is the creative space. And I love this sentence. I'm actually going to read you guys this one. Every time this card comes out, I get so excited because it has a very strong message. And the empath says this path is to obstruct to a reroute. So asking yourself, if you currently haven't been able to achieve your manifestation, or things have turned out to a different reality than you expected, ask yourself, how can I be creative with this reroute? How can I know that this is going to teach me and help me grow? And also allow me to understand that, you know, the crumbling card represents that maybe that manifestation wasn't meant to happen for you, because you need to work on what you're clinging onto and why your emotion is so low, why your vibration is so low. And for others of you, this could be an opportunity to say that there is a better future for you that meets the eye, which is the trickery card, as I said that. So just not being tricked at the perspective. Tap into your heart space to really ask yourself, how can I change my perspective and understand, why did the universe reroute me to this outcome instead of what I originally wanted? Rejection, another card. This is flowing very well. So rejection goes into all of them because, you know, sometimes when things don't work out, it's meant to protect us and meant for us to learn something a lot deeper that is within the soul, and not just from like an overall, I guess, macro perspective, a deeper perspective. So ask yourself, why is this not work out? What is it teaching me? What is it allowing me to see? What is it allowing me to understand? You know, that to me is more important sometimes than the actual outcome of the manifestation. So I hope you guys like that collective card reading. Let me know what cards came through. If you want a card pull, let me know and just donate to the super chat. This was fun. I really love doing these lives with you guys. They're so much fun. I know I started a little bit earlier than expected, but I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Today's video at 2:30, so in an hour, we're going to be talking about manifestation, how to really manifest, how to really grow, how to really expand in ourselves and our true being, how we have the power in ourselves to expand, and how to really lean in, which I think is super, super important. So yeah, I'm really happy that gave you part of your answer, Kai. I'm really happy for that. 1, 2, 3 represents 1 being the new beginning, 2 representing the taking action, and 3 direct source to universe. So 1 is like, what new beginnings are happening and how do you have to act right now? And ask your guides in order for support, because they want you to, and there's something that they need to tell you. If you go check out my videos on numerology, it has 1, 2, and 3. I explain each number and how that aligns. And if there's certain things that connect with you, write it down, see what you feel. I feel like that's super important to understanding what the overall message is when we are expanding ourselves, right? So I hope that helps, Kai, or for anyone else. And if there's anything that resonated with you, let me know. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so grateful for you. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, because I do videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Sundays, and lives on those days as well. And I will see you guys at 2:30 p.m. for our video of today. So I'm super excited. Thanks, Juliet. I love it. I love it. No, I'm so happy to create this space for you guys. You guys are amazing. And I'm so, so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great, awesome weekend. See you at 2:30.